That time it just let me pull it in. Extremely quiet.
This is what is interesting me the most, is your rear charging port. Really interested to see. So that power opens.
$6.15. That is the total fare from the first real, unsupervised, zero-driver Tesla ride in Dallas, Texas on April 18, 2026. 2.25 miles. 7 minutes. No human in the front seat, no human in the loop. A per-mile price that undercut Waymo by 56% on the same trip, same time, same city. That receipt is the moment Uber's entire business model, 8.8 million human drivers globally, 11.27 billion trips a year, $44 billion in annual revenue, just heard a starting gun. Today, you are going to see the all-new Tesla Cybercab. Under $30,000 per unit, no steering wheel, no pedals, 20 cents a mile, butterfly doors, wireless charging, and the 3 cliffhanger questions that decide whether Uber survives the next 18 months. The reveal. What Elon said at We Robot. October 10th, 2024. Warner Brothers Discovery Studios in Burbank. Musk walks on stage at We Robot, and behind him, 20 functioning Cybercab prototypes are already driving themselves around the lot, picking up attendees. No steering wheels, no pedals, 0 drivers. Musk dropped 2 numbers that defined the next 18 months. Number 1, quote, "They will be available for customers to buy at less than $30,000, end quote. In a market where the average new car in America costs $47,000. Number 2, 20 cents a mile to operate, compared to, quote, $1 per mile for city buses, end quote. In his words, quote, "It will be cheaper than mass transit," end quote. The urban thesis in one line. Quote, "We are taking the inglot out of parking lot," end quote. Some analysts called the event light on detail. Dan Ives at Wedbush publicly disagreed. Quote, "We strongly disagree with the notion that last night was a disappointment," end quote. The Brownlee Bet and price confirmation. The skeptics did not stay quiet. Tesla has a history of delays. Roadster, Semi. Commentator Marques Brownlee went public with a bet. If Tesla delivered a Cybercab to a customer for under $30,000 before the end of 2027, he would shave his head live. Mid-February 2026, the first pre-production validation unit reportedly rolled off the line at Giga, Texas. A user on X asked Musk directly, was Tesla really going to sell a Cybercab to a customer for $30,000 or less before 2027? Musk replied with one word, quote, "Yes," end quote. An AI-generated image of a bald Brownlee started circulating. Musk commented, quote, "Gonna happen," end quote. Price anchor locked. The Cybercab Spec Teardown. What is this vehicle? 175 inches long, 63 inches wide, 13 inches shorter than a Model Y, 12 inches narrower, a strictly 2-seat coupe, no rear window, no side mirrors, a roof made of colored polyurethane plastic joined by ultrasonic welding, no paint shop required, butterfly doors, no external handles. They open automatically when a passenger approaches. When open, they form a structural overhang that shields passengers from rain. Inside, no steering column, no pedal box, no rear doors. 2 seats, a central armrest, a floating infotainment screen, and what Musk called a, quote, "massive cargo area," end quote. Teardown firm Monroe & Associates calculated that removing the steering and brake assemblies alone saves Tesla over $700 per vehicle. Where a 2018 Model 3 dashboard used 300 individual parts, the Cybercab forward cabin uses 4. Under the body, a 35 kilowatt-hour battery, 200 miles of range, 5.5 miles per kilowatt-hour. A 48-volt architecture inherited from Cybertruck cuts copper wiring by 75%. No plug, no LiDAR, no driver. 3 things make the Cybercab unlike any production car ever built. Number 1, there is no plug. The Cybercab uses an inductive wireless pad built into its underbody. Tesla claims over 90% efficiency. The car autonomously navigates to a charging depot, parks over a ground-mounted pad, and charges. Then it drives itself to an automated wash bay between shifts. Number 2, there is no LiDAR. 0. Tesla is betting the entire autonomous stack on cameras and neural nets alone. Musk's argument, roads were designed for human eyes. A sufficient neural network should navigate the same roads with the same inputs. Refusing LiDAR saves tens of thousands per vehicle. That is what makes the $30,000 price possible. Number 3. There is no driver. The Cybercab runs on Tesla's next-generation AI chip architecture, HW5, AI5, or AI6, with no human safety operator, no steering column, no way for a person to take over. The neural net is the driver, the 20-cent anchor and the Dallas receipt, the economics. Tesla's central claim is a 20 to 30 cent per mile operating cost. AOAA estimates the average American pays 77 cents per mile just to own and operate a personal car. City buses, about $1. Uber and Lyft, $2 to $3 per mile once you factor base fare, time, and surge. On April 18, 2026, the theory became reality. Tesla launched fully unsupervised robotaxi service in Dallas and Houston. The first documented receipt, a 2.25-mile, 7-minute ride in Dallas Park Cities, $6.15, $2.73 per mile. The killer. An independent rider pulled a Waymo quote for the same trip, same time, same city. $13.93, $6.19 per mile. Tesla structurally undercut Waymo by 56%. Not a promotion. A permanent gap. Waymo is running $160,000 Jaguar retrofits with remote teleoperation. Tesla is running a $30,000 vehicle with no teleoperators. The Tesla network and fleet owner economics. The second half of the story is the Tesla network, the platform that turns every privately owned cybercab into a revenue asset. Musk has described a future where individuals manage autonomous, quote, flocks, end quote, of cybercabs, acting as digital, quote, shepherds, end quote. The revenue split financial reporting has confirmed Tesla 25%, owner 75%. Independent analysts project a single cybercab in a high-utilization urban market could generate between $200 and $400 gross per day. At $400 a day, 75% is $300 to the owner. Over $100,000 a year from a $30,000 asset that drives itself, charges itself, and washes itself. A 9 to 12-month payback. Honest caveat. Institutional researchers warn early rollouts will be centralized and platform-led. Structured revenue pools or vehicle hosting, not fully decentralized passive income on day one. But the direction is locked. The incumbents: Uber, Lyft, Waymo. The targets: Uber Technologies, $43.97 billion in total revenue for 2024, $9.8 billion in net profit, 156 million active users, 11.27 billion trips a year, all running on 8.8 million human drivers and couriers. Uber controls 74% of the U.S. ride-hailing market. Lyft holds the remaining 26%, 29.2 million active quarterly riders. Under David Risher since 2023, Lyft restructured and just announced a $1 billion share repurchase. Cash flow positive, but both share one vulnerability. They are labor-dependent. Then, Waymo. By April 2026, Waymo crossed 500,000 paid driverless rides per week, more than doubling in under a year. 10 major U.S. markets. Over 2,500 retrofitted Jaguar I-Pace vehicles. Waymo is real. Waymo is scaling. But Waymo is running $160,000 hardware, and Waymo is already losing on price, side by side with a Tesla in a live Dallas market. The safety question and the NHTSA probe. No serious look at the Cybercab is complete without the safety data. The Austin robo-taxi pilot launched June 2025. 9 months later, still running with about 35 vehicles, almost all with a human safety monitor and a manual kill switch. Only one truly unsupervised unit was documented inside a tight geofence. NHTSA requires every automated driving operator to file crash reports under a standing general order. By February 2026, Tesla had filed reports on 15 crashes involving the Austin fleet. Most frequent category, quote, other fixed object, end quote, 5 incidents, followed by poles, heavy trucks, and 1 city bus. In every case, Tesla's telemetry confirmed the autonomous system was engaged at impact. Extrapolated, the Austin fleet was crashing roughly once every 57,000 miles. The average human driver, once every 500,000. almost 10 times the human rate. On March 18, 2026, NHTSA escalated its Tesla full self-driving probe to a formal engineering analysis covering 3.2 million vehicles, investigating whether the camera-only system fails in rain, fog, or glare. The Unboxed process and 60 cars at Giga, Texas. Here is why Tesla believes it can win. The Unboxed process, codename game, Global Automotive Modular Evolution. A rejection of 100 years of automotive manufacturing. Traditional assembly is linear. One body moves through hundreds of stations. Tesla's Unboxed line builds the Cybercab in parallel. Front section, rear casting, cabin, structural battery floor, all constructed simultaneously. Each module is painted independently. No central paint shop. Industrial adhesives replace many spot welds. The modules snap together in a single integration step. Tesla's internal targets: 50% cut in production costs, 40% cut in factory footprint, one Cybercab every 5 to 10 seconds. In Musk's words, quote, "It does not look like a normal car manufacturing line. It looks like a really high-speed consumer electronics line," end quote. By April 2026, the process was live. Drone footage from April 8th showed roughly 60 early production Cybercabs parked in 2 organized groups in the outbound staging lots of Giga, Texas. The largest concentration observed to date. This is no longer a rendering. This is steel.